Hey guys, well I was wondering what to do a video on this week when something popped up in my Twitter feed. I'm a follower of Charlie Brooker, fan of Screen Wipe, Games Wipe, News Wipe. He came across this clip from the Alan Titchmarsh show. For people not knowing who Alan Titchmarsh is, he is a gardener who has somehow got his own chat show now. And anyway, he recently had a guest on talking about video games. Now, if you'd like to watch this video before I go off on my huge rant, I've put a link to it in the sidebar and you can just go and watch it now, and I'll just wait for a bit. Oh, you're done. Alan Titchmarsh had 3 guests on his show to talk about the subject. One was some bloke I've never heard of. Second was some actress I've never heard of, and the third guest was Tim Ingham from computerandvideogames.com. Now basically this discussion of video games consisted of Alan Titchmarsh and co accusing video games of causing violence, hatred, racism, sexism, everything under the sun that is deemed bad in current society. Now the main point of discussion was as to whether children should be exposed to such violent video games even if they are only in a fantasy world. But in my opinion, that shouldn't have even been on the cards. All these games that have come out that are the most violent ones all have 18 certificates, or at least 15. Now Tim brought up the point of game aging certification, but Alan Titchmarsh said, oh, but kids can't go into cinemas and see films that they're not allowed to see, but they can go and buy a game. Have you never heard of DVDs? The others didn't seem to realise that age limits on these games were there for a reason. The thing is, a kid can't play an 18 game unless their parent buys it for them, or they get it off someone else. If you are a parent and you don't want your kids to be playing these violent games, then it is up to you to stop them from playing them. The people who have created these games have put an age limit on it. It's a recommended limit, it's a legal limit. If you let your kids play these games and for some reason you think that they make them violent, it's your fault for letting them play it, alright? Now I could go on and on and on and on and on and on about age limits on it, but I'm now going to turn to the argument that games make you violent. Now, I will show you 2 recent games that I have bought. I very much doubt that after playing this, I will go and hunt terrorists for a living, or that after playing this, I will go and find someone dressed up as Batman, probably a Fathers for Justice person, and punch them in the face. Because I realise that this is not real life. And look, you see this? It's a 15! Now if you have a 7-year-old playing that, then they're 8 years ahead of themselves and you need to tell them to stop playing it. This one, it's a 16. You have to be aged 16 or over in order to play this shoot 'em up, which by the way is the same age that you can join the army. You can't play Call of Duty 4 at 16, but you can go and shoot a real person. A woman on the show, who is some woman called Julie Peasgood, who I can't be asked to learn the name of because she just angers me so much, claimed that violent video games had more of an effect on people than DVDs because they're interactive and such. I'm sorry, but how many girls have seen this film and then wished for the rest of their little lives that Edward Cullen was real and that he would come and sparkle into their life? I've not seen this, I don't know why I have the DVD. In my opinion, a video game is just a film, story, movie, whatever you want to call it, that you take part in. You become the main character, you become the hero, the heroine, the anti-hero, anything. A game is trying to tell a story. And sometimes that story does involve killing people, or animals, or aliens, or anything. But that doesn't actively encourage you to do it in real life. Playing a character in a video game is exactly the same as an actor playing a character in a film or a play. There's no real correlation between people's violence levels and the amount of gaming they do. I love playing video games. I've played them since I was little, and I've never had a detention in my life. I know, geek, yeah. If you look at the average World of Warcraft player, I can guarantee that they're really not the fighting type. No offence to World of Warcraft players, I'm being honest, I used to play RuneScape. I really hated the whole way the interview was put out. These 3 people were just attacking this poor guy who had very sane and normal arguments. People just came out with, oh, but video games kill people, and the audience cheered, and this poor guy was sitting there going, am I the only one with a brain cell in this room? And then if attacking this one guy over the whole computer games industry, which they knew nothing about, wasn't enough, then Miss Julie Peasgood, oh, I don't like violence in any sort of entertainment, I think it's stupid, found out the other day, thanks to an amazing website I will put on the side, that she actually did voice acting for a video game where you are on an alien planet and all your fellow people have turned into zombies and you have to go round killing them. Oh, I think that is the sound of hypocrisy floating on the wind. I'd like to ask the people whether, when they were younger, they perhaps played cowboys and Indians, whether they made up their own fantasy land. It's just a difference today in that we get it built for us and we can just go and explore what other people have made. And instead of having a go at that, I think we should be embracing that. And I really hope that if, when I'm older, a new type of media entertainment comes out, that I'm not as cynical as these people are. I personally can't believe that a guest of a show was treated that badly. And if you agree with me, then there is a petition online that you can sign to show Alan Titchmarsh that he has no clue about what he's talking about. In summary, I am going to tell you something that my friend told me. Her little brother played a lot of Call of Duty over Christmas. Their mum, on seeing him play this game and enjoy it so much, asked him if he'd ever wondered about going into the army, to which he replied, killing a person on a screen is different to actually killing someone in real life. I could never do that. And on that bombshell, I'm going to go off and work on my money-making scheme this summer, as I found out that a website started charging guys to play with hot girls on Xbox Live. So yeah, I'm thinking of maybe starting up my own thing, 20% less and intelligent conversation. My trash talk isn't all that big, but I will be sure to own you noobs. Yeah, but seriously, my trash talk is so good that I can make grown men cry home to their mums. Then again, being gamers, they probably already live with them.